EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You talking my shit.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9. Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Saints. First and 10 at the 40.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara.
Man, goddamn, man, how will you blow?
He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
God damn.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Breeze.
Oh,
and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check out. Bang, 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 bang. Check.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the linebacker Alex Anzalone, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, yellow lady. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From midfield, here's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A run, it's Murray. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check 37. Check 37. Back one. Out.
They'll run it with Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
I see him.
Nah, he pulled your ass in there.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
What? Oh.
know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, Harris. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, I missed him.
This is get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 25 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Breeze now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
Oh, fuck, block my own fucking man.
Devontae Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Man, that bitch just, man, that is stupid as shit.
Now whistles
That bitch blocked me
from 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Switch.
The final shot before half for Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 52 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you
Man, that
mentioned,
man was
they're down a
gone.
little bit
He
bigger,
juked
but no
back
time for
in.
discouragement. Just got to get back to
juked
it,
back
right?
in. That
Put your
man was
shoulder against the
gone.
boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Rip left, rip left. Slam, slam, slam.
A give. This is Kamara.
Man, hold your fucking
And they'll
feet.
get him down right about the 20.
Man, you supposed to that jump.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are back within a single score. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Say, he's checking. He's checking. Crack. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Slam. Wide.
Y'all niggas so trying to run the line 4 o'clock.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Down to 3 seconds, 20 seconds now. Let's see how long it takes to hike the
Whip, whip, whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Nigga be ready to motherfucking clock out in the third quarter, man.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah, you right.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Just like that. Watch the safety creep. Jim. Wind up. You got 58.
On 2nd and 7. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep downfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Breeze on the bootleg.
No, that ain't who I was throwing the fucking ball
it's
to.
Intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Who that? Check three. Hey, watch it. Inside.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Get up. Check. Hot route. Check 4. Check 3. Shit. Check. Lucky. Kelly.
They'll go again to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Let
On the hookup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
Here we go.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 25-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
You here running out the clock. How you been rushing? Man, you ain't, because I call time out there, you talking about, you ain't running no play.
He will get him down a
man, I don't call the time out
every
listen, man, I don't call the time out every time.
Free safety spot. It's a game.
Listen, man, you ain't ran but one place in the 2-minute war. What are you talking about? You ain't ran but one play.
In a big spot here.
Man, you ran one play.
Yards away. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey,
I had 2 timeouts.
Kept this a 1-score game.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed.
This nigga want to talk that call you up. That nigga running out the motherfucking clocks in the 3rd quarter. Here you talking about, man. Y'all, that's why I'm like, y'all no game, man. Y'all niggas run out the clock in it. Soon as look, man, if you get a lead, you gonna run out the motherfucking clock. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong. That's your style, man. That's your style. That's your style. You've been running out the clock.
For their next drive, the New Orleans
damn, man, ain't nothing wrong with you running out the clock. See, that's what you got to do to win. I don't blame you.
It's a factor, but it's not a huge factor.
I don't blame you for doing that.
Because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Rodgers throwing here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.